Are you ready?
Gotcha.
Go time.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going on, everyone? This is brewpac.shakur.
What's up, everybody? It's Art.
Hey, this is Brian.
And welcome to the Brewing podcast, where we're creating community connections through casual conversations. Episode 35.
Wow.
I know our Kevin Durant episode, I guess. Please do us a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It does help us out. The road to 500. On today's episode, we have Drea. Drea is a mom, wife, registered nurse, business owner, and student. Let's welcome Drea to the show.
Yeah. What's up, Drea?
What's
Hi,
up?
everyone.
A
Happy
little
New
closer.
Year.
A little closer.
Happy New Year.
Let's cheers to that.
Yeah.
Cheers.
We are recording this on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Because that was when Drea was available.
Yes.
Cheers.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into
Yeah.
that.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, before we get to our guests, we like to read testimonials on the show. These come from our community members, taken from either conversations, comments, and or direct messages, aka
DMs.
DMs.
Today's testimonial comes from Frankie. That's at FrankieHV23. Like, dude, Judy and I both subscribe to y'all's podcast, and we watch it, and we put it as background noise when we cook. Nice.
Nice. Thank you, Frankie.
Yeah, it's like we're in the kitchen with you.
Exactly. Glad to be part of the kitchen.
Shout out to Frankie. Frankie is from Sacramento.
Oh,
Frankie and Judy are
wow.
from Sacramento, so thank you, Frankie.
Thanks for the support, hon.
All right, let's get things going.
First, Art's a little sick today, so.
I didn't want to put it out there.
I know, Brian. I'll edit that part. So let's get things going.
That's good.
Welcome, Drea. You are, can I say, one of the hardest to book.
I mean, you already said it.
When I first reached out to you, this was close to fall, I want to say. We're going back and forth.
I'm going to say maybe October.
Yeah,
Okay.
October.
Yeah.
Fall.
I think one of the hardest things to when it comes to booking is probably because your schedule.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. You're a knock shift nurse?
Yes. So I work nights, so that's 7 p.m. to 7:30 a.m.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I work in the
Graveyard.
ICU, so
Oh, geez.
I see a variety of things.
You got stories then, huh?
Got stories. But yeah, it's kind of hard to book because, you know, I feel like for a working mom, night shift is such the perfect schedule because you're working at night, your kids are asleep. And so during the day when they're at school, they get out. It's like, that's when everything happens. It's like sports, it's like school stuff, you know, mother duties, everything in between that. So it is hard.
What would you say is the craziest thing? Can you share any stories without putting too much info?
Like
Or
what-
jeopardizing
what
your
story, like patient stories
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
without HIPAA. Right?
Yeah.
So I started in the ICU as a new grad.
Okay.
So I've
Wow.
been there a little over 2 years now.
Oh.
So it's my first nursing job. I actually was in nursing school during the pandemic.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. So
That's wild.
Yeah.
a lot of my best friend was working during the
Like the height of it, right?
height of it.
Yeah.
And actually where I work, it was where we had the most
Yeah.
COVID patients.
Wait. Okay, I was going to ask you where you work. But
Yeah, we're-
Right.
Yeah, that's why I paused for a little bit. I was like, hold on.
We ain't trying to dox her, man.
I can also bleep it too. So
Yeah. But anyways,
Magic of editing.
I was in nursing school during COVID. So that was an interesting kind of ordeal, but I knew for sure that nursing is what I wanted to do. Most specifically the ICU.
Wow.
I did so many clinical rotations, but I was like, I just couldn't wait to get to critical care. And when I got there, I was like, okay, this is exactly what I want to do. My patients are asleep. They're intubated, sedated.
Okay. I was about to say, like, what made you?
No,
what made you
'cause-
choose it?
Would that be the easiest then, or
No, it's not because
I feel like a
Yeah.
lot can go wrong, right?
yeah, these patients are literally on the brink of death. They're just
Yeah.
and alongside them as their nurse, I'm kind of facing that with them
yeah,
because it's like you have these patients that are they're full code, meaning all extraordinary measures. Whatever happens, we have to be able to resuscitate them at any time, right? And some of them just want to go. But families are very reluctant and hesitant because obviously, you know, from that perspective, it's like, these are my family members, my loved ones. I'm not ready to let them go, but they're just like, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's the hardest part. But at the end of the day, it's just kind of like making sure that my patient's comfortable, they're safe, and I'm safe doing my job.
Have you ever had a situation where you did mention like the patient wanted to go and the family wanted to keep them going, right? Have you ever had a conflict where it was like,
What do you do?
yeah, what do you do?
So it was the beginning, I say the first year, we did have a very complex patient. He was obviously ready to pass on. Family, the son specifically, was very adamant about it and wanting us to still pursue all extraordinary measures. And it becomes difficult when the families don't necessarily see what we do for 12 hours. So we do everything as we possibly can to, you know, sustain life, right?
Sure.
But at some point, all the pressors, which is all your medications to keep your blood pressure up and your heart going, is maxed out. You're maxed out on the ventilator, all the things, right? And at that point, it's just kind of like, well, we're at a standstill. There's nothing that we can do. And then you can get the frustration from the family. I get it, you know?
Yeah.
And we just kind of have to meet everybody where they're at until it finally becomes that point where it's just like, there's just nothing that we can do. So at this point, we're just trying to make your loved one comfortable. We understand that it's difficult for you, but we're here to bridge that gap, right? To make it a peaceful ending, but also make it comfortable for the family, you know, at least try to.
Would you say that's one of the most challenging experiences there, or?
Yeah, I think for me, the most challenging is obviously, so in the ICU, we get 2 patients.
Oh, that's the ratio, 2 to 1?
Yeah, 2 to 1, unless they're like on a particular device where it becomes a 1 to 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think the most challenging part for me is if I have 2 very sick patients, one passes, I literally have to get that patient all together, bag them, send them off to the morgue, and then go off to my next patient. Like that just didn't happen.
Yeah.
So there's not that in between where you have that time to be like, let me just process what just happened, because you're absorbing the family's energy.
Yeah. Right.
And then you're obviously like, I'm here for that last breath kind of deal. And then once that's done, it's like we're cleaning them up, putting them in a bag, sending them off to the morgue, and then I'm off to the next patient that's hopefully sedated. Or if not, they're talking and they're like, I need a bag of ice, or a cup of ice. And I'm just like, your ice can wait. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's the most challenging, but I'm able to compartmentalize a lot of things. I don't take it home.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the most important,
Oftentimes I'll leave it in the car. On the way home, I'll just kind of turn off the radio and I'll just be like, okay, what just happened?
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. But you know, it's another day.
How long is that commute?
Dude, I live so close to work. I probably will never leave where I am at.
God willing, right?
Yeah, no. And it helps because obviously night shift getting off.
Yeah.
Once my body gets into the car and I'm nice and comfortable, I'm like, damn, let me just get home real quick. Cause you know, you're sleepy.
Yeah.
You can't wait to get home to go to sleep. So
7 p.m. to 7 a.m.? Yeah, of course.
I don't know how you do that where it's like your knock shift, you're feeling like the zombie.
Yeah.
And then you've gone through death.
Yeah.
So if you had to put a
Compounds.
number, how many would you say since you've worked there?
I can't even put one.
Is it more than both hands?
Of deaths?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think what hits, I can speak for my colleagues and I, what hits us the most is when we get the young ones.
Oh,
Yeah, that's hard.
And we're like, well, we don't see any pediatric. Anything below 18, we don't see. But
okay.
Yeah.
we do see some younger ones. And we're just kind of like,
Too soon.
We're just getting younger and younger and younger. And you just kind of, your life, I mean, I view life in a very different perspective and light. I don't, it's like I'm very thankful for the breath that I have every day because I know that not a lot of people have that opportunity or can see their parents or their loved ones.
Right.
And so just working where I work gives me a different appreciation of life, and how I utilize my time.
Yeah.
Because every minute is so intentional, you know? And so that's why I feel like sometimes going back to motherhood, I sacrifice that little bit of sleep or that discomfort of having night shift to be able to make it to my kids' games or events or whatever may be the case, right? Because it's like, you don't know if that's always going to be around.
Right.
Yeah. When it comes to death, there's this other side of like gratitude, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I asked you, because I think for me, the hardest thing in my personal field is when we have to exit a participant, right? When they're not on program. And like, that's the hardest thing, or when a participant also passes away. But when a participant leaves our care, I just look through all the files. That's one thing that I always have to reflect on. And because I remember those memories, like we sometimes we stay with these young adults for a while and we build like this rapport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going through death and everything, how would you say you've practiced self-care?
Well, first,
Because you're building that rapport with them.
Right.
You're seeing them, I don't know, you're seeing them daily.
Right.
Obviously.
and
there's this human side of you
right.
that still has to show up. So how do you...
Agreed. I will say that I do that by the way that I work my schedule.
Okay.
So I know a lot of OG nurses or nurses in general that will bang out all their 3 in a row, 4 in a row, and then they'll have a long stretch. I've done a 3 in a row, and I will say that I can do it if an event is going to happen. So if it's like this or like my family or something's going on, right, I can do that. But I personally like 2 on, 3 off, because the 2 on, it's like, it's the continuity of care, right? So I'll have the same patient for 2 days, and then I'll have that 3 days to kind of just decompress, do something completely different, take clients, because I also do makeup. So that's a nice fine balance.
Yeah.
Right.
So I see the joy in things, but I also see the not so good in things, but it's a balance for me. And so I feel like my schedule being the way that it is really just emphasizes for me to just have self-care. Because I can't be 100 for my patients or my family if I'm not 100 for myself.
True.
Because, at that point, you're just, operating on fumes, really.
Yeah, you have nothing to give.
Right.
Yeah.
What would you say on the other side is the most rewarding thing in your position that brings you joy?
Oh, I like that question. Well, the rapport that I build with the families, or the gratitude that I get as their nurse.
Yeah.
So if they make it out, I get the thank yous, right?
Of course.
Which is amazing, because it
Right.
doesn't always happen that way. And then, really.
Is it that rare?
From families or just from, in general, like the patients?
So, okay, I'll answer that one as a second one.
Okay.
Two-parter.
Two-part. Yeah, it's a 2-part.
Yeah.
So the another rewarding part is, I think in some ways nursing it kind of mirrors motherhood, because it's very selfless.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we do things because we care, and it's an act of service that we want to provide people, right?
Yeah.
Or loved ones. But the not so good side part of that is that people are entitled.
Yeah.
People are ungrateful.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can do everything right, or you can go above and beyond for somebody, and you still won't get, not necessarily the thank you, but you won't get that gratitude reciprocated.
Yeah.
It'll just be like, well, damn, I just did everything for you, and you're still upset, But that's kind of one of the things where you have to realize that you can only do what you can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And as long as you gave it your best, you felt like you gave it 100, then that's all you can do. Because you got to be able to still do that for somebody else.
Yeah.
So,
Like right after too. Like there's no downtime. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that part, and it's like, you don't know what people are going through, right?
Absolutely.
Or how they were raised.
Right. Yeah.
For sure. So we'll get the cultural aspect of people, especially how men in different cultures interact with women.
Oh yeah.
So that's one thing. And then you just have people that are holes.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like they just think you're there to just be their slave. And I'm like, sir, I'm here to take care of you. Like,
you're not making this easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to be your nurse for 12 hours. This is how you want to start it off? So yeah, I mean, it has its good, it has its bad. And then I learn a lot from each shift.
Mm.
Yeah.
Right? There's a huge takeaway for me. Sometimes I'm like, if I know I'm feeling burnt out, I'm like, gosh, I'm not giving this patient 100% because I'm not 100%.
Yeah.
So I just take a step back and say, across the board, right? This is just kind of how I see nursing or life. Are my basic needs met?
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, right? If you're running off of 5 hours of sleep, you haven't had a meal, you don't have shelter, you're not going to feel your best.
Yeah.
So oftentimes, like I'll have patients who are walkie-talkie, which is not all the time, but when they are, they'll say, hey, I have a headache. And I'm like, okay, well, when was the last time you ate? When was the last time you had water?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, okay. It's like yesterday. And I'm like, all right, well, let's get you some water. Let's get you some food, right?
Uh-huh.
We don't necessarily always have to like initiate like pharmacological stuff, right? So it's just like, okay, well, you probably have a headache because you haven't eaten, you haven't drank water.
Yeah.
So once that's done, then we'll circle back and figure out, has it changed or whatnot? So
It's improved. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm big on like your basic needs, because even me sometimes when I'm running off of like 4 hours of sleep, I'm like, I'm a Krabby Patty. Like this is not good. I need to circle back. Maybe I need a nap or two.
How did you get to this point where you're like, you know what, I need to do something else. I need to get into nursing. Like, what drew you to this?
My dad, actually. So I was raised by a single parent.
Okay.
So by my dad. And my dad has a complex medical history. So he was born with polio.
Oh, wow.
And he had a car accident in the 80s that essentially left him with a damaged nerve. So he has deficits in both legs. And so growing up, it was just him and I. So every surgery, every procedure, I was alongside him. And I witnessed all that. And for a while, I was like, maybe I want to be a doctor to fix my dad, right? Yeah. But I realized as I got older that, that's just how my dad was born, or, he had that accident, right? And so I think that caring aspect of just doing that for my father, I wanted to do that for other people as well. But I also like the idea of just exercising my brain. I'm very curious about a lot of things, and I love to learn. So anything that I feel like is a challenge to me, I will just take that head on. Yeah. And I think critical care, ICU in general, your wheels are constantly turning, because it's not like, I'm not passing meds for like, for 12 hours kind of deal. It's like, I'm giving medications, but why am I giving this?
Right. Yeah.
Right. You have to think ahead of the game. And then just know what medications are appropriate for your patient. Mm-hmm. So you're really working collaboratively with your team of physicians, nutritionists, other nurses, your charge nurses, your colleagues. And so
you're not alone, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Never. And that's the best
team.
part.
How would you say is the work culture at your current job?
Listen. No, it's actually good. Hold on.
Okay. I was like, oh man. This
Okay.
No, I love my work environment, and the culture is top tier. I can't even tell you where I work because then it'll just give it away. But my coworkers are amazing. They're also helpful. And I think as a new grad, you need that support behind you because you don't know.
Yeah.
I still don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to go in there, and you have to have that willingness to learn, the willingness to take constructive feedback, because at the end of the day, you're dealing with lives. People that are like breathing and all the things, right? And
it's
so,
not a game.
right. And so the culture is very much top tier. We're all supportive. Everybody wants everybody to move up the ladder in whatever shape, way, or form, right? Cool. And so the support is there. I will say this is probably an unpopular opinion, but
hot take.
Bring back Mafia Nursing.
Mafia Nursing. Explain what that is.
Do you watch St. Dennis?
Uh-huh.
You watch St. Dennis?
I don't. But I think was it like a reel on Instagram?
It probably was, but it's like The Office
correct. Okay, I saw that.
Yeah, hospital setting.
Okay.
And they had the Filipino Mafia. That's why I laughed at when you said that.
Yeah. So that's essentially what that is. So I will say this. Filipinos run nursing.
Okay, yeah.
Period. You go to any hospital, it's like wherever you're at, it's like Filipinos, potlucks, all things, pancit, lumpia, the whole ordeal, right? But Filipinos don't take.
Yeah.
Period. Like there's a very fine line, and they're very cutthroat, right? Especially. Yeah. So
I can see that. Yeah.
Right. It's also, I think, even as us that have Filipino parents, we understand that side because that side actually kind of migrates towards the work environment.
Yeah.
But I will say this, Mafia Nursing is fizzled out. However, when I say bring it back, I want it back in such a way that our up and coming nurses, and we can even throw myself in there since I feel like I'm still a novice nurse. It just builds a little bit more resilience, balls per se, because, with the whole Gen Z movement, no offense to the Gen Zers, but it's like, we just need a little bit more toughness. You know what I mean? Because a lot of our patients are either assholes or you get the good patients that are just sweethearts and all the things in between. But, we're not always going to have a good day.
Yeah.
And we have to be able to build that resilience to come back and be like, I'm here for a second or third shift or whatever may be the case.
Right.
But anyways, my work environment is top tier and shout out to them.
Wait, so we didn't really define what Mafia Nursing is? I still don't know what that is. Is it like how it sounds?
Just like tougher.
It's just like tough love. It's like really what our upbringing is with Filipino parents. But also too, it's like I think to kind of put a like an umbrella over it, it's like in the most, I guess, not worst way, but far left. It's like the nurses eat their young.
Okay.
So that was once a movement. I haven't experienced that.
Oh, it's like kind of like Spartan training in a way.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Okay.
I haven't experienced that. And I hope none of my coworkers do, but like we really just, even our new grads, we support them, we bring them in, and there's always somebody around to help, which I appreciate that, especially because, nursing is, when you hop in the game, you're just kind of like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you really want to do it and apply yourself, then you're just kind of like, okay, fake it till you make it kind of deal.
And you kind of like need that grit, right?
Oh, absolutely.
The good part is you're aware of this and this is what you want of your culture. So it's like a good opportunity for you to model this for your upcoming or incoming folks.
Right. It's like the unruly patient. You're like, oh, let me get Mary Tess. Hold on. And she's going to come around and she's going to be like, no. Like, and it's very tough love. Like, you don't want to take your medication? Okay, well, you're going to die. And sometimes it just has to be like that because it's like, if we baby our patients, and I feel like some of them are that way, is because they've been babied.
Yeah.
It's like you put yourself in this situation, you're complaining, you're crying, you're moaning, you're groaning. We're trying to help you, but you don't want the help. So it's kind of like,
so what else you want to do?
get Mary Tess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She'll tell how it is.
Right.
Would you say being a nurse and just watching death in front of you, is that where you found God?
My upbringing is always, I've had an upbringing in the Christian faith since I was young. So I've been exposed to that. Where God fits into nursing, I will say that I see God into specialties of nursing. Labor and delivery. One, because, life is born, right?
Yeah.
You're just like, dang, like
The miracle of life.
Yeah, the miracle of life. And then I see you because we're there for the very last breath and you see like that they were just alive seconds ago and now they're completely gone. So, but in both those moments, I don't know how my patients, I know how my patients feel, but I don't know how their families, I feel a sense of peace because I make it in such a way that my patients are comfortable.
Yeah.
Right. So they don't have to feel that pain. They can't essentially verbalize that to you, but you can just tell like body language, right? If they're calm, they're peaceful, like they're asleep. So I witness God in both those situations. And I find that's the time, it's rewarding for me.
Yeah.
oftentimes too, when I am cleaning a body and ready to bag them, sometimes I'll say a prayer.
Yeah.
Like if I'm not in the middle of something or thinking about something else, I just sit there and I just say a prayer for the soul, for the families, and then for myself, so that I don't feel like that A, I didn't do enough, or B, that I am not jaded. I can just take this situation and be like, okay, it's another life that I help, progress on.
Crossover.
To whatever their beliefs are.
You've come a long way, so I want to go back now. Let's go all the way back to when we first met.
Oh,
So we used to work at L&L's together. The one off college?
Oh, okay.
College.
So what brought you there?
All my friends were working there.
Who's all your friends?
So,
Clearly not this guy.
No, I was from a different group.
yeah, he was from a different group.
Okay.
So Pokemon. Well, let's just
Wait, that was
backtrack.
That sounds
What?
familiar. I don't know what.
Oh, these are nicknames.
Yeah, these are
Oh,
nicknames, but he was
okay.
off Sweetwater. Okay.
Okay.
He's probably like, who's saying my name in the podcast? Okay, no. So,
On top of the show, I was like, wow,
yeah.
how's Pokemon figure?
so my senior year in high school, I just remember having to go to L&L's all the time with my friends to go eat
The
after
one
school.
off Sweetwater.
Sweetwater.
Because you went to Sweetwater High?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Red Devils.
Yeah.
And so then after high school, I guess, I don't forget who was getting a job there, but
Someone did.
someone had gotten a job there. And I was like, maybe I'll work there too. Because it's just the work environment was pretty cool. Like it was all our friends just working together on the same shift.
Yeah.
And then after work, hanging out kind of deal.
Yeah.
So I started off at college. Because
Okay.
at the time, my boyfriend worked there, which I don't recommend that anybody work with their significant other. It's not the business. It is not the business.
That's why dating the workplace is a thing.
Yeah. So no bueno.
Yeah.
And then I went over to Hillcrest, and then I would go to Sweetwater. So I would kind of just go around wherever I was needed.
Yeah.
But yeah, L&L's. It was a good time.
Do you have any memorable moments working at L&L's?
Dang, we would do the catering.
Oh.
Ooh.
Did you do
You like
catering?
the catering?
Did you do the catering? Like any events?
Oh, you mean like going to events?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I don't like, no.
Okay, so
So it's a whole thing, or
yeah, so we would do catering events, like specifically like weddings or graduations or whatever. And so we would go with a group of our team or whatever, who management would pick and be like, hey, do you want to work this catering gig or whatever? And we would go. And I remember it was always me and Tiffany. Do you remember Tiffany?
Tiffany, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Tiffany, if you're watching. So it would be her and I, and then some of the store owners, and then we would do the catering.
Yeah.
And then sometimes these parties, they would be like, hey, do you want to take a shot? Like the families would be like, you want to
Yep.
hang out with us for a little bit?
yeah.
And you're how old at the time?
Let's just say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I was not 21. Let's just say that.
Sure.
But it was a good time. We networked with a lot of people. I mean, I never had any complaints. I think it was just a fun job to have after high school.
How long did you work there for?
Dude, I don't even remember.
A couple of years?
Yeah, I was there
about
for a
right.
while.
Yeah.
I don't know how long though. Maybe like 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
What would you say L&L's taught you?
Okay, so the culture.
Any recipes?
Well, dang, the recipe. Well, okay. As much as I loved L&L then because that's all I knew.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I honestly, guys, I actually prefer homestyle
It's
Hawaii.
different now,
for
right?
sure.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I don't know what L&L's did to their stuff, but I'm like, I need you to take it back.
It's different.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, but I love homestyle Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So L&L's was a good time.
What did it teach you though?
What it
Yeah.
taught me, culture wise. Okay, so
You were a cashier.
yes, I was a
Okay.
cashier. It really taught me like teamwork.
Yeah.
But I think most importantly, like the family culture, because all our bosses were either Hawaiian, Filipino, Polynesian, whatever, and
They were of the culture.
right, the island vibe, which
Yeah.
I get that they're just so family oriented, so they watch after one another. And I visited Hawaii this past year. Actually, we're like a week apart.
Yeah.
Or
Oh.
a
No,
week.
I think I don't know if you went first, and I was.
You went to the jungle, jungle.
Damn.
Damn, Art.
I paid
Jurassic
him.
Park thing.
Jurassic Park. Oh,
you-
yeah. Kualoa Ranch.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I went to Hawaii for the first time.
This year.
That was the
This
first
year.
time.
Or
Yeah.
2024,
Oh, wow.
sorry.
Guys, let me just say, I hate flying. I hate flying. That's probably what has deterred me from doing many trips.
Well,
But I
what,
was-
what do you hate about flying?
Dude, the whole thing, like, why
just
is
the
it
whole-
moving at like 30,000 feet in the air? Like,
Science.
you know,
Oh,
like,
like we have
I
turbulence or
hate the
whatever?
turbulence. And I have
Okay.
friends that
like
are
a
married to
roller coaster.
pilots, and they're just like, dude, that is so benign. I'm like, yeah, but nothing's supposed to be moving.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I think to
Like
just
when the plane starts flapping.
or like the machine, the
supposed to do
the
that.
motor.
Yeah. Or the wings are like vibrating.
Yeah, but after like literally after like 2 IPAs, I'm like, man, I wish this
Yeah.
plane would. You know, you're just kind of like over it. You're like, I'm over it. I'm gonna get there, right? But anyways, going back to Hawaii, the culture is one very family oriented.
Yeah.
I can feel the love,
Yes.
literally, like
The aloha.
the aloha, and their speed limit on the freeway is 55 miles per hour,
Yes,
the
that's
max. You get here, and I'm like, I need to be going 90, but where am I going?
Yeah.
Like
True.
you just feel the urgency. And over there, it's like very slow pace. People are happy. People are on the islands. They're swimming. The kids are enjoying their lives. Like I didn't think of a solid thing that I needed to do in the entire 5 days that I was there.
Nice.
I wasn't even ready. I was this close. I was one IPA close from booking another day. I was like, we're not going home yet. But yeah, it just taught me like just how family is, like how they operate in regards to just their family unit.
That's funny you talk about that because this brings me back to just the culture there. And I remember when the whole what is it, Stop Asian Hate movement.
Oh, yeah,
when
yeah.
That happened. We were actually doing a shoot at Mount Helix.
Oh,
Remember?
okay.
And I remember talking, I think it was to Brian, and I was like, I got to watch out because we're on a cliff. And I was like watching my back because, you know, you see all this stuff in the news.
Sure.
People getting shoved in subways and all that
New
stuff,
York.
right?
Yeah.
And I remember, I think that year too, I went to Hawaii and I felt so much safer. Like I didn't have to worry about a thing.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
I'm like over, you know, head on a swivel. But
Yeah.
there, it was like, I have a picture where I'm just like laying in one of the lagoons for like 15 minutes just floating.
Yeah. You're just
no
having a
worries.
good time and everyone's looking at. I mean, I went to Foodland. Shout out to
Yeah,
Foodland
that's
because they
fine.
have the best poke.
Okay.
It's convenient too.
It is
Yeah.
because you're just like, listen, I just need something quick to get me through the day so I can hop on to the next thing I got to do.
Yeah.
But I remember checking out and the lady goes, do you have like, you know, similar to Ralph's, do you have like the rewards pro? I'm like, no, I'm not from here. She says, it's okay. Put your number in. So I put my number in. And then like, obviously I got a lot of the discount, right?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, it's so nice that they're just willing to just be like, hey, just put your number in.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see what
cool.
happens. But
That's cool.
the vibe was good. I was watching some of my friends who have gone to there for New Year's, who spent New Year's there.
Yeah, it's wild for everyone's doing
In Hawaii?
fireworks.
Yes.
okay.
I'm like, maybe I should be doing that next year.
You
Price
should
me up.
go to Waipahu. You'll find the most fireworks there. Everyone's like lighting it up in the streets.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
Crazy.
crazy.
that's the rowdy side of Hawaii, if anything.
I'm just trying to figure out how
I mean,
their
for
ER
fireworks.
looks like then.
I don't know. Yeah. Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Seems
blown
pretty
up.
cool.
Let's go back to Sweetwater because the funny thing was, I remember I was going to this. There's this, I think Hawaiian place close to Sweetwater High. It's like right across the way, in one of the small shopping areas. And so I went the back route, and I was like, what school is this? This is like a huge like back area. And then I get to the front, and I was like, this is Sweetwater High because it's interesting in the front. I was like, it doesn't look like a high school in the front.
Yeah. So they renovated shortly
Oh, is
after, maybe 2 years after I graduated. I graduated in 06.
Yeah.
They did a whole facelift on the school, which I was like, dang. I kind of wish that they would keep, maybe for structural purposes and just the foundation because of how old it is.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
that's
that
why
makes
they needed to
sense.
kind of make a facelift and
Yeah.
maybe make some adjustments to the infrastructure. But I'm like, I kind of miss the old Sweetwater, how it looked.
Like the
I like
retro kinda look.
the retro, the vintage look.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a whole new facelift. It just looks
It's-
different.
It's different, and it's also on a busy street. It's like on a
Highland.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like on an intersection.
Yep,
too.
it's right at the corner. So if you were ditching school, you were right across the street at Cotijas. getting
Yeah.
There it is.
How
or-
convenient.
Yeah, literally. It's
Yeah.
just, and then you just hop right back to school, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Dang,
So in high school, were you part of any like extracurricular activities? Like what
Yeah.
were you into in high school?
okay." So in high school, well, high school, I played basketball.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
But
okay.
I started playing basketball in elementary. So then I
Okay,
just,
Kinda-
all the way up to high school.
Wow.
So I played basketball.
What position?
I played forward,
Power, small forward?
small forward.
Small forward. Okay.
So I did that. I did ASB for a little bit.
Oh, wow.
That was like in junior high.
You were active in school,
Oh,
Yeah, I was really busy.
yeah.
just like now.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's like I can't even sit still.
That's what prepped you for.
Yeah, no. Yeah, so I did that. And then this is going to be a fun fact because
Oh.
a lot of people don't know this
Okay.
Oh.
unless you open the yearbook.
Okay.
But I actually was the vice president of AASU.
Okay.
What's that?
ASU,
guess?
Asian American Student Union.
Wish. No.
I was to be
What is
funny.
that?
African American student.
Oh, okay.
Wait, hold up.
The other AA.
Yes.
Okay.
I wish I would have brought my yearbook. That would have been a good, just to kind of show around.
Well, good thing we found a digital copy.
You can just scan it, take a picture of it.
Wait,
Yeah.
so let's talk about that then. How did
Yeah.
how did you get into that
African
position?
American.
Well, I was very diverse in
Okay.
just throughout, all my school years,
Yeah.
Even now.
even now. And so I remember in high school, the Filipinos, we roll deep.
Yeah.
You guys know that. We're
Yeah.
just everywhere. And then,
Yeah.
which is Mexicans too, everywhere. And
Yeah.
then you have my black friends that are just like the small minority.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, let me hop in there, and just add purpose or intent and also to further educate myself. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But it was a really good time.
That's cool.
Our assemblies were off the chain. Yeah. It was a really good time. So I did that. What else did I do? I think I wanted to do track one season, but damn, you see them hurdles?
Yeah. Oh, you're trying to do hurdles?
No, I was just trying to do like a regular, 100-meter dash? I don't even freaking know.
The short.
The short, yeah,
Oh,
but
man.
50 meter or whatever.
but that was after basketball, and I think I was over the cardio part of basketball. That I was like,
Yeah.
let me just take a season off or whatever. But yeah, that was pretty much the extent of what I did in high school.
That's funny you talk about track because I did track. I did shot put and discus.
Okay.
Nice.
And at the end of the event, or I think it's called a track meet, right? They would do this thing called the big man relay.
Oh yeah. I heard about
They
it.
did that?
Yeah.
And so I remember, I think it was Patrick Henry or one of the high schools where we had to pick like four of us on discus shot put to
Yeah.
run this
Big dudes.
relay. Yeah, it's
So-
big dudes running the track.
Oh, that's why it's called Big Man.
Yeah, big man relay. That's
It's
why,
literal.
That's
It's
why I
literal.
was
Okay,
running, right?
okay, yeah, all right.
And I remember I was paired up with one of the guys. He had, I think he had one leg,
Okay.
right?
Oh.
But he still beat me, right?
What?
It's like that scene from is it like super bad or something?
Which part?
When like he's running around the track and then like the guy with like the one leg runs by him, he's like
I forgot about that part of that movie. Well, did he have a prosthetic or was he just
Yeah,
on a-
no, I mean, yeah, he had prosthetic.
Okay,
But they put me third because the fourth is usually the fastest in case they
Right.
need to pick up the speed.
Sure, yeah.
And he actually beat me, right? And I remember afterwards, like we won that,
Right.
that track meet, but afterwards I got like all this, and I was like, he weighs less.
oh man.
But that gave me like flashbacks to running track, my stint in track from high school.
Mm-hmm.
What happened after like L&Ls? Like we parted ways.
Right.
You got married, obviously.
Yeah. Well, not
Can we talk about
immediately.
that? Oh,
Yeah. No.
broke up with boyfriend.
Yeah. That was done in the L&L era.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That was done with my L&L era.
Okay,
But
okay.
after high school, what did I do? Dude, I was just living my life, actually.
Just working like small jobs. Or,
Yeah, no, well, I knew I wanted to get into the medical field, but I just was, I don't know. At the time, my dad had moved back to the Philippines, so it was just me on my own.
Only child.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, so, well, I have 3 half brothers.
Okay, got it.
But anyways, I was living on my own, so I worked 2 jobs. I was taking, prerequisites at a community college. So I was doing that, entering the party scene,
Yeah.
having a good time with my girlfriends. I wasn't dating because I was like, dude, I just want to have a good time.
Yes, I just want to dance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Early
Like,
20s, right?
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Well, actually, I was
Oh.
already in the club.
The club.
The club. I was like 19, 20.
Oh, you had a fake ID.
I did.
Oh, nice.
I did.
Nice.
And so, which is crazy because I was talking to a friend the other day and she was like, remember when you got into like House of Blues? So let me just say this, that I've never, with my fake ID, tried to get into PB Bar and Grill. Because
that's hard.
It's hard.
They're
Oh, really?
I heard they're tough.
yeah.
They crack down on it. So I never did any of that. And so I remember House of Blues. It was maybe New Year's Eve. I don't know
my
what it
goodness.
was. I was like 19, maybe 20,
Okay.
maybe.
Okay.
And so I remember getting in line, and usually we had a strategy, me and my girls, right?
Yeah.
So two of my girls that were 21 would hop in first. I would be in the
Okay.
middle, and then the other two would be in the back.
Oh, so it looks all
Right,
legit.
right.
right.
And so then I get there. And so the thing with my ID is I had to memorize everything.
Yeah.
So address, you know,
because it's
height.
not your own.
Because you don't want to put your real
Yeah,
address
height,
on
weight, and you're like, wait, no, the whole thing, right? And so then I even went to the great lengths of memorizing my zodiac sign.
Oh, yeah.
Because, and I'll tell you
Yeah,
why.
maybe asking that.
Okay.
It's like, and it prepared me for nursing because you really got to think 10 steps ahead. You just
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
know, right?
Yeah.
So I get to the front of the line and the bouncer looks at my ID and he goes, what's your address? So I give the address, which
Yeah.
I've always been asked that.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. They're like, what's your zodiac sign?
You actually got asked that?
I did.
Yeah.
So I gave the zodiac sign and I was like, man, does he even know? Like,
Yeah.
or he's just asking, right? Then the last thing he goes, smile for me. Because the actual ID had a smile. The only way
Oh,
that
it
this,
wasn't your photo.
no, it was somebody completely
got
different.
It. Okay. I thought someone printed out a fake ID for you.
No,
Okay,
no,
got
this was an
it.
actual
Okay.
like California driver's license. It was not me.
Where'd you get it from?
I ain't gonna say.
She
Shout
ain't no
out.
snitch. She ain't no snitch.
Shout out to
Right, plead the fifth.
Shout out to.
But
Wait, but did it have a passing similarity?
so
Is
here's
that
the
what it
thing. The
is?
only reason why this ID worked is because the photo was blurry.
What the heck?
Yes. It literally
What?
you can still see
It
distinct
came from the DMV. Like,
Yeah.
can't use this one.
yeah. It has like distinct features.
Okay.
But like you can really finesse it, right?
Yeah.
So then he goes,
Like
smile-
how blurry are we talking about? Like
no, like you can still see
a soft focus.
Yeah, like a soft focus.
oh, okay.
So then he's like, smile for me. And I can feel the heat from
Yeah.
behind me. And then my girlfriend's in front of me,
Like, your
right? Because they're
ears
kind of
get all
waiting.
warm.
right.
And so like, I literally was like, cool, it's all good. I'll just crack a smile, right?
Yeah.
So I did. And then he's like, all right, have a good time. I went in there. I was like, oh, shit, I can't even believe I did this. And the girls were like, let's take a shot. And I was like, wow, this is just wild. But yeah, I still didn't push over PB because I was like,
No, of course.
Yeah,
all that.
it's hard to get in people.
but that was a really.
It's hard
And then
to
I
get
turned
into when you're
21, I
21.
think, after that.
And
But
then you got a real ID.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I had already done all my partying that I was like, by the time 21 hit,
You're like, I'm done.
yeah. By the time 21 hit,
winding
I
down.
was,
Yeah.
that was when I was pregnant with my son.
Oh, okay.
Before we get there,
Yeah.
let's rewind to the parting days
Yeah.
because it's funny. After L&L's, I ran into you. Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Where we at it could have been a club, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. Was it
Oh.
Decos?
Yes. I was
See?
gonna say.
Oh my
See,
God.
I have to remember this. Decos was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I didn't want, actually, my little underage scene was like, I want to go to Decos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was where I was
Everyone
at.
wanna go to
Maybe,
Decos.
what was that other one? Bottom,
It's not Bottom Barrel. No.
no.
Where was it at?
It's right across the street from Hooters. Okay.
Wait, is
Hooters
it
downtown, like in the
downtown
corner?
or-
Yeah, it was like
Shoot.
in the corners. Old.
Oh, is it Willie Demp's slushy thing or that area?
Nah.
Remember, dude, all these clubs just come and go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
honestly.
anyways, yeah, Decos was it. And do you remember at the time, like, after the weekend rolled out, you could be able to find your photos on the website?
Oh,
yeah.
Because whoever was taking the pictures of the
Yeah,
club scene,
yeah.
you're like, damn, like,
This is funny because I remember bumping into you, and this is when I want to say this is when the height of the digital camera was coming out.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
And I brought that around. It was like this small. I brought that around with me, and I think it was like, what was it back at the time? 7, 8 megapixels,
Yeah.
8 to 12,
Yeah.
whatever.
Dude,
and we
those
took.
came back, man.
Did they?
I sold my old ones for like a pretty good amount because
He's like-
it's like a fad now. Like to
Yeah.
bring those
Like the
back.
retro-
Early,
Yeah, like
early
the retro.
2000s retro technology is in right
Yeah.
now.
oh, yeah. All these
Every
kids
20
are
years,
cool.
things go back.
I know.
Yeah. And it's funny because we actually took a picture together.
Do you have it?
I don't. I was trying to find it before. Like
I was like,
today.
dude, is he going to show
Oh.
us?
It might be at
Last
my
hard drive.
it might be at my parents' house to be
Okay.
honest, but I remember that moment because I think that was the only time I ran into you. And then fast forward.
That was probably when I was like underage, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, because 21, I mean, how old are you?
I am 30.
Okay, yeah, because you were in the clubs.
We're
Yeah,
only 3 years apart.
yeah, but I was.
Yeah.
You're what 21, and I was probably 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably when I was at Decos. Shout out to Decos, bring it back.
Rip in peace.
They put the underage and the 21-year-olds in the same place.
Damn.
It's a weird place. But let's fast forward to you being a wife.
Oh yeah.
Can we talk about
Look at that.
You don't want to talk about your husband's occupation.
Right.
Is G14 classified?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can we talk about how you guys met?
Yeah, we actually met. You guys know, I think it's a club or a bar. U31.
Man,
Oh, you
Oh,
31.
you 31. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
North
so-
Park, right?
Yeah.
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 Let me just preface by saying I
31.
never in a million years would have thought that I would have met my husband
Yeah.
at a club. But
It
yet
happens.
here we are,
Yeah.
16 years strong. Shout out to you. But yeah, U31. We were friends for a while. Do you know Jersey?
Sure.
Gigi Hair Art. She's on Instagram. If you guys need to get your hair braided.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
Wait, shout out.
Actually.
What's her? What? Want to plug her?
Yeah, it's Gigi Hair Art.
Okay.
GG hair art.
Yeah,
Like the letter G's?
yeah.
Okay.
So you met at
G.
U31. How was that interaction? That approach?
Well, that's okay. So going back to Jersey.
Okay.
So me and Jersey were roommates at the time, and he, like, I guess, waved her over because obviously, if you wave the homegirl over, the other girl's gonna follow, which was me.
Right, yeah.
So I got to the bar, and he's like, "Oh, I guess I had asked Jersey like who I was, and we just met there, and was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm Drea, and so bought me a drink. We hung out a couple times after the fact, and then started dating,
Okay.
and then the rest is history. Literally, now we're like 16 years and 3 kids.
How was the proposal?
He asked my dad.
That's
Cool.
common, right?
Yeah, but
proposed to your dad, or?
No. He asked my dad.
Yeah, okay.
So
I thought that's like a normal thing, right?
yeah, but he didn't ask me, guys. That's
Wait,
the
what do you-
thing.
Wait.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
ask permission.
Now the people gonna know.
Yeah.
Hold
No.
up.
He's like, you're going to make this work.
Yeah, no. He's like, he asked my dad, which is very important to me because me and my dad are very close.
Sure.
Definitely.
But he was just like, hey, do you want to get married? Like, you want to go pick out a ring? And I'm like,
Wait,
That's it?
what?
That's it?
okay, damn. Well, 2 kids in already at this point.
Oh,
You
you
know?
have kids?
We had kids already.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, so we
Okay.
kind of did things backwards.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Rent your own,
Right.
Yeah.
But, I will say this, though. I don't regret it because at the end of the day, when we're first time parents, you're really trying to figure out how to be one. You have identities outside of being like significant others and,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
mom and but you don't know how to be together as a parent. Right. So I will say that it turned out the best way that it did. And I don't regret it. But he didn't really, there was no fancy way. And sometimes I tease him about it. And I'm like, listen, I said, I want my proposal. He's like, we're in it 16 years. Come on now.
20th anniversary. You gotta.
I'm like,
the
listen,
redo.
I'm
There
like,
is such thing as vow renewals.
Renewal.
Yeah.
there is. But you know what? I thought about that, but I was like, I could be spending that money somewhere else.
It doesn't have to be that fancy. Just
No,
to see
true.
something,
Just
Sounds like
symbolic.
From the first.
yeah, but I'm like,
Get officiant. Is Sonny your homie?
yes. I
It's
haven't
Sunny
seen
to
him in
be
a
a- oh,
while.
really?
I have
Okay.
not seen him in a while. I wonder how he's doing.
Different Sonny, not the one we
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
show. Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about our Sonny from L&L,
Yes.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, good.
Yeah.
He asked my dad, and then it was very nonchalant.
Yeah.
I mean, but even as a young girl, I didn't have any when they say like as a young girl, you think, we have our weddings planned, our dresses, how we want to be proposed to. Where I had none of that. In fact, I feel like being raised by my dad. My husband will always say like I'm very much hybrid. I kind of have like masculine but also
Oh,
feminine
Yeah.
features where I'm just kind of like that stuff doesn't really like. I mean,
Yeah.
it would be nice to have been proposed to, but do I really is it a big thing for me? Not really,
no.
because
Yeah,
at the
okay.
end of the day, it was like we're still gonna get married, and that was
Yeah,
that.
that's all that matters.
Right,
Right.
right,
So 3 kids later,
yeah.
how's motherhood? Like, what was like when you had your first son? Is his son the eldest?
My son is the oldest.
He's the hooper.
He's the hooper.
Do you
yeah.
teach him like drills and all that stuff? Like, do you put your old jersey back in my school?
No, how's motherhood now? It's it's such a challenge. I feel like my oldest, he just kind of, I will say he made me the mom I am today. You know, I still have 2 other kids, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like he was just kind of the blueprint because even now, I don't have it all figured out. We're just kind of
No one does.
going along the journey of life and we're all trying to figure it out together, you know?
Right.
I will say that the only difference that I instill in my parenting as opposed to maybe our cultural, like Filipino or Mexican or whatever, is that there's an open line of communication with my kids.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like even when we were younger, I don't know if your parents were like this, but you couldn't even get a word in.
Yeah.
Like it was just
Their
one.
word is law.
Yeah, it's one and done. You couldn't explain yourself kind of deal. I mean, I still kind of lay the hammer down, but I'm more of like, okay, let's talk about this. Why did you do this? What was the rationale behind this, right? Yeah. And then I feel like it just opens up that like sense of trust. Yeah. And I always say like, hey, like there's nothing in this world that you can do wrong that's going to like separate me from you. Like, don't come to me when it's like late. You need to come to me when is in motion, right? But yeah, like now I just get to enjoy just watching them thrive in life.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
I think that's the biggest gift for me because I'm still present and I'm able to be around and just kind of witness the shenanigans.
Do you see yourself in them?
I do, little bits and
in
pieces. So with Ace, which is my oldest, he is very unconditional.
Okay.
Like he's just loving all across the board. He's very competitive in nature.
Nice.
Like he's just like, even when it comes to basketball, you know, like he has a set goal for himself of hey, how many points he wants to score or what is it that he's trying to achieve.
Yeah.
And I always, you know, I tell my kids this all the time because I feel like it has to prepare them for the outside world. Yeah. There's always going to be somebody better than you.
Yep.
Somebody, you know, whatever may be, right? But you've got to figure out what your niche is and how unique you can be and what you can contribute to the team. Yeah. You know what I mean? And how to set yourself apart. Because again, there's somebody that's always going to be better than you. Someone's going to get the job and you're going to get the L's, but how are you going to progress past that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We can sit here and mope about it for a day. Cool. Take your time.
Yeah.
But what are we going to do about it after the fact? Are we going to sit here and mope about it the next day or the day after that? Yeah. So, you know, it's just kind of life lessons. And I just hope that that's kind of the legacy I leave behind for them is that they know that even though they take an L, that they can just get back up and they know that they've got our support. But, you know, it's all about how bad you want it.
My question is, whose hammer are they scared of the most between you and your husband?
I wish I could say it was me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. Okay. So my husband only has to raise his voice 1 octave higher. Just one.
Yeah. 1 volume higher.
That's it.
Not
That's
octave.
it.
He's like, hello.
No, okay, well, whatever. He just got to take it up 1 notch.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's...
They know.
The bass. Once
me,
the bass,
on the other hand, and I hate this about myself, is I'm a yeller.
Yeah.
And so sometimes my kids are just like, oh, it's going to blow over.
Yeah.
But then it takes me to that part where I'm just kind of like, okay, now
I'm not playing.
Now I'm not playing. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, Dad, he's got it. So sometimes I'd be like, hey, can you do me a favor? And he's like, you do it. Like, come on. What if I'm not around? And I'm just like, come on.
Yeah.
But no, my kids are great kids. They are really, you know, I want them to just obviously thrive, but you know, we emphasize education.
Yeah,
That's
sure.
it. I'm like, listen, you don't have to be a nurse, you don't have to be a doctor, you don't have to be a lawyer. I just want you to be the best that you can be and be something that you want to be.
Yeah.
I don't want you to be driven by money because you're not going to be happy. I think even my oldest the other day was like, oh, I'll be a nurse. I said, why you want to be a nurse? He's like, did you guys get paid the big bucks? And I said, bro, I said, listen, do you realize, because it was Christmas, right? We're opening gifts. I said, all these gifts that you guys are getting, like nursing isn't glamorous.
Yeah.
I said, I go to work and you guys don't know this, but like my patients talk crap to me.
Yeah.
Ungrateful. The doctors, if you're waking them up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, I'm just reporting to you, sir. Like,
why are you calling at this time, right?
Yeah. And it's like, okay, but you know, your patient needs this. So I'm calling, you know, to run this by you.
Yeah.
And so I tell him, I was like, it's not glamorous. You're not going to like it if you don't really want to be invested in it. So
Do they do like a take your son or child to work day for nurses? I was like, you could just take him along. You could see it, right?
But he realized early on that blood isn't for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because sometimes I'll come home and the kids will be like, "What did you do today?" And I'm like, "Oh, I took care of a heart patient." And like, what do you mean heart?
What do you mean? The thing we have, everyone?
Yeah. And so like sometimes I'll ask for like details and they're like, "Oh, that makes me queasy." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, you can't be a nurse, bro."
Yeah.
Do you know what your son wants to do?
Well, my oldest mentioned that he may want to be a lawyer.
Oh, wow.
But that's because he got a mouth on him. So that's another thing too. It's like, so maybe that might work out in his favor.
Yeah.
Did you like arguing?
Yeah, so we'll go back and forth sometimes, and I'm like, okay, at some point you have to recognize I'm your mom. Like, we're not gonna go there. You know what I mean? But he, he can rationalize certain things. My middle, she's like her dad. She loves anything like Nat Geographic.
Oh,
like nature, animals. Like at first she wanted to be a vet, but I think now she wants to do like marine biology of some sort.
Oh, that's cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So she loves that kind of stuff. She's very artsy. And then my youngest loves the idea of being a chef.
Oh, nice.
Well, he's also a foodie too.
Yeah.
He's the one I could take to like
Anywhere.
Hundreds buffet.
Oh, yeah.
No,
He's down.
Yeah, he won't even bother with the French fries, the nuggets. He goes straight for
sushi.
all the. You'll get your money's worth with him. Okay. So he's like, I want to be a chef. He's like, because I want to cook you guys stuff, and I was like, well, dang, yeah, sure, why not?
right.
So whatever.
Does he help cook?
He has asked. So yesterday we were making ramen, and then he was like helping me like kind of stir things around and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's
getting there.
He's getting there.
It's cool to see how the conversation shifted with, I guess, our generation. To our parents.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have these conversations growing up with my dad.
Yeah.
No. I don't know if you guys had any. Were your parents just kind of like?
My mom was actually pretty like loose with what I should do, but my dad was he was more. You're either going to be an engineer, a nurse, or join the military.
Yeah, no, I feel like that's what it was for a lot of fathers with their sons, because my husband went to the military.
Oh, really?
Right.
Yeah, he did the Navy right after high school.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I feel like the dads in our generation are just kind of like, you're just kind of,
Yeah. One of those.
My dad was the opposite of arts. He was in the Navy for 20 years, but he told me not to go in the Navy because it was hard for him.
Yeah.
And he wanted me to focus on something more, I guess, practical. Like,
Right.
And it was engineering at one point, right? Until I met math. I told the story so many times.
Yeah.
Kinesiology until I met science.
okay.
And then sociology, because I can connect and engage with people. And I found that as one of my strengths. And a counselor actually said, I think you should look at some of these classes. And I went to those classes, and those were my best grades out of all the like general studies classes.
Nice.
And so that was like my pathway. But I was just like, you have to fail at some point.
Oh,
And you got to be
absolutely.
okay and to have these conversations with your kids to say, hey, if it doesn't work out, what's next?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
vote. You can have this day or two, but what's next?
Right, absolutely.
Pivot
No,
and
for sure,
adjust.
for sure.
So having kids, did you also have a business during this time, or is this before your kids?
Yeah. So I've always had this idea that, and I kind of just share these with like my mom friends too, right? I say that this is just my opinion. I feel like I should have, I want an identity outside of being a mother, a wife.
Oh, yeah.
I want something for myself, right? Something that fuels me, gives me purpose kind of deal. And so I knew that I was going to get to nursing. It was just a matter of time because, as you guys know, our nursing schools are very impacted and there's cycles, right? And so you really have to be very competitive. And even as competitive as you can be, sometimes you're going to take that L and get that no, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which I'll probably go into that in a little bit. But I enjoyed makeup. So when I had given birth to my youngest, I literally would YouTube all day long. Like when he would be asleep. This was like, so Avery now it was 2014, maybe 2015, 2016.
Okay.
2016. And so I remember after giving birth to him, I was at the time doing hair with Jersey.
Okay.
So she was doing weddings and I was helping her do hair. And then I just saw Christine.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So KPMUA, if anybody wants to get their makeup done, she's my girl. I always recommend people to her. We used to work together until I got into nursing.
Is that how you met, or you knew her before?
That's how we met.
Okay.
At weddings, we saw each other live.
Yeah.
Anyways, And then I loved her style. And I was like, dude, that's exactly how I would like to look, but also my clients. So it's very soft glam. It's natural. It's like you, but better kind of deal.
Yeah.
So then for a while I was on YouTube. And I took a whole year to kind of learn everything. So when I am invested in something, I'm like hyper focused and I'm like, we're going to get this done. I have no makeup background. And so we're going to figure it out. So then I took a whole year and then I started practicing on my friends. And then I hit up Christina. I said, hey, can I take a one-on-one lesson with you?
Wow,
and it took a while to get to her. And then
Yeah.
I finally took my lesson. She took me under her wing. So shout out to her.
That's cool.
Ah.
And then I started working with her all the weddings. And so if I wasn't available or she wasn't, we would vice versa, just kind of like
Switch
refer
off.
clients to each
Yeah.
other. And I mean, even till this day. So I started doing makeup and I was doing that before the pandemic, after the pandemic. And then it kind of like led me into when I got into the nursing program.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
still doing makeup during the nursing program. And I still do it now. But you know, with work, it gets a little busy. So
Yeah.
I try to take on some clients every
When
now
you
and then.
can.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I think you're helping promote your episode.
Mhm.
I got a follow from Christine.
Oh yeah.
And that's when I DM'd you and I was like, you know what's funny? I've known her, or we went to elementary together.
Yeah.
I used to live
Shoot.
down south, 423 South Siena Street was where I lived, and it's
Uh-huh.
right by Morse.
Okay.
And we were in first grade together.
Oh, nice.
And so it was funny because I saw her and I was like, why does she look familiar? This is like one of the things that I always catch myself doing. I'm like, where did I see this face before? And then I have these flashbacks. It's
Yeah.
crazy, right? And I'm like, hold on, I think we were in class together. And
Yeah.
I was searching through pictures and I'll show you before we leave. And it's our first grade
Aw.
photo. And I took a picture and I sent it to her. But the funny thing is, I've seen a lot of folks down south as adults I've never seen since they were kids.
Can point them out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So she was definitely somebody that helped me get immersed in the industry.
Yeah.
So for that, I'm always grateful. And she knows. And she's listen, even your own makeup artist got a makeup artist. If I need makeup done,
Oh, yeah.
that's my girl. So
Yeah.
like I go to her too. But yeah, so makeup was one of those things. It was a creative outlet for myself.
Yeah.
I really like the instant gratification of how people looked.
Yeah.
And so it's like you grow in that as well.
And so heading back to nursing, you're still a student?
Yeah. So I am finishing up my master's. So my
Oh, wow.
original
Congrats.
thanks guys. My original so I went to Azusa and it was an entry-level master's program. So we're doing master's courses alongside our bachelor's.
Got it.
All at the same time.
Correct.
That's
However,
wild.
in order, so their I guess business model, for the lack of a better word, is once you graduate with your BSN, but because you've completed some master courses, they want you to essentially finish it with them, right?
Oh,
I mean,
But-
makes sense.
Right. But you know, the great part of nursing is wherever you're at, my specific hospital pays for my master's.
Oh, even better.
Yeah. So I, left APU and then I went somewhere else because, my employer pays for my education. And so I'm very blessed for that because education is not
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah.
And
Not
now
anymore, nope.
the nursing programs, do you know how much they are? These
No.
bachelor programs?
No.
$130,000
For the whole program or?
for a bachelor's. West Coast, I think, is like 100. I don't know. Somebody correct me, but I think back in the
Inflation,
day it was
right?
like 130. It's crazy. And I think it's for a bachelor's or associates. I don't know. I've heard some crazy stuff for associates.
And
like
your
90.
work's paying for all.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So I'm blessed. I don't have to worry about that. But yeah.
Show up to work on time. So
Yeah, that's all it is. Do your job, do it right, and
They pay your education.
they pay for your education.
Well, because also the hospitals, they're notorious like with their time cards. Like they will let people go for time card.
Well, luckily I work night shift, so not that I'm not a morning person, but it's like okay, it's 7.
Yeah, it's like
o'clock
you're
at
ready
night.
to like kind of leave.
Yeah, you're starting your day essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get there on time, and then I leave on time. Because I'm trying to leave at 7:30. I'm
you're,
like, screw that.
you're ready to look at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Random fun. We like to play games on the show, such as this or that. Would you rather? Name your price. One must go. Pick your poison. Most likely two. This episode, we're playing Taboo.
Like the actual game.
like the actual game.
All right.
Art, you want to read the rules?
Yeah, so the rules in Taboo, players try to get their teammates to guess a word without using the 5 taboo words listed on the card. If the player says a taboo word or breaks the rules, the opposing team buzzes them and they lose that turn. The goal is to guess as many words as possible within the time limit. Let's play.
All right.
Time limit is 1 minute.
So our special guest, you decide who you want as your partner, me or Art.
I'll take Art.
All right. So hold on to
So
this
we're on the
box.
same team.
And so me
Yeah.
and Brian are on the same team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And so, Brian, you're going to look over
All right. All
her
right.
shoulder because if she says the words, you're going to buzz.
Ah,
And so you
yeah,
also-
yeah. You want me to?
Yeah, you'll do the time.
All right. So
Whenever-
you got your card?
You ready?
Hold on. Art has to get his inspiration.
Oh, I don't even know this.
You know the funny thing is,
Can we do like one redraw? Like if you don't like the first one, can we just draw?
no,
Yeah.
that's I think that's a minus.
Really?
Yeah.
You lose points. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
You really want to start a -1?
So
We're doing the green side?
purple? I can't even tell you what.
no, not the green side, the purple.
Oh, okay. Well, we're luck now.
Should put that card up on
Okay,
there.
so you can pick a different card. You want to pick a different
Yeah,
card?
this is not gonna
Just to
be
start
good.
you
that,
off.
that was a test. That was a test.
That's right. Everyone gets one, huh? Okay. This one's it. No, this one's it. Are we using green or
Okay.
purple? Are we using green or purple?
Purple.
Purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you skip, you can
Ready?
Okay,
minus
Ready?
one.
And go.
perfect. Men, when the groom gets
Bachelor
mar-
party?
No, listen. When the groom, this is what the groom wears.
Oh, tuxedo.
Oh, he got it. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Where do you want this?
Just put it on the table.
Yeah.
Put it on the table.
Do you do as many as you can?
Yeah.
Within the time?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Okay,
yeah.
go.
Okay,
I thought it was done.
Okay, so it's furry. It has a white line.
Skunk.
Oh my God! What the hell? She chose smartly.
All right, so, oh, wow.
It's okay.
No,
Yeah.
if you so when you get baon from your families
Uh-huh.
and you put it in this type of bag,
Ziploc.
but what's the first 3 words?
Zip.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
Damn.
3. That's
Okay.
3. Oh, okay.
When you're at the club
Like that.
and a guy approaches a girl, he is
Creepy.
he's trying to shoot a shot.
Oh, what is the word for that?
Go on.
Flirt?
Time. I didn't notice.
Time?
that.
Okay.
So good.
So save those
Flirt?
cards.
I was like, oh, what?
Yeah,
could've
put
said
it
the R.
on her
Kelly
side.
song.
Oh man.
I'm a
All right.
flirt.
Is it?
So we got to beat 4.
I
Apparently.
guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There you go.
So
All
give,
right. Is it?
you
Is it?
switch.
Am I
Yeah,
describing?
You're switching,
All right. Okay.
and then you'll give her the buzzer,
There you
and
go.
you'll be in
And
charge of
then
the
can
timer.
you?
Where do you want the
I'll do
buzzer?
it.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm nervous now.
All right. Hold on.
All right, I'll watch the time.
Okay. Ready? I get one, right?
Wait, let me do a test.
Hey, why don't you look at it first and see if that's the one?
You want to start with that one?
Aw.
He has to know if I'm gonna get it.
I know. No, I can't say that.
Yeah, you
I am not prepared for this, man. All right, let me do one more.
You know what you could have said for that one?
Yeah.
Build a bear. Oh, no,
No, it's
no,
part. You can't say part of
Oh,
the
is it
word.
on
Yeah.
there?
The word was teddy bear, and I was
Okay.
like, I don't know if I could do that one.
If I need to pass, I'll pass it.
Oh
perfect.
my
You got this.
God. Okay, ready?
Mark Wahlberg.
Ready?
I'm
Ready?
ready.
Set. Go.
These keep your digits warm.
Gloves?
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Oh, hell.
All right. Oh my gosh.
Use your vocab.
I'm trying. I'm
I know
trying.
you got the Webster's Dictionary on your
The-
side.
Remember your training, Brian.
This is like a battle between. I can't say that word. It's
I know this.
I can't say that either.
You know this?
How do you already know?
An argument.
Fight?
Okay. Hold on. An argument like amongst 2 or more parties involved,
Discussion?
like the Hatfields and the McCoys. I don't know if you know that.
10 seconds.
I don't
No.
know. I
Okay.
don't know
God.
Pass. Dude, there's something else.
All right, I gotta pass.
Oh, you're
pass,
pass?
I
You
gotta
sure?
pass.
That's minus what?
All right, no, I can't. No, it's time.
Okay, how about this?
We'll give you guys.
It's a game show.
Family Feud?
Oh my
Damn it.
Dude.
Did you know
Yeah.
that?
What did you guess? What did you guess?
He's like, I know what it is. I was like, oh, do you know?
I was thinking debate.
Yeah.
Is Steve Harvey on there?
No,
Shit,
Okay.
I don't know if you could use proper nouns though. I'm not sure. No? You do? Okay.
Whatever's not on there.
All right, whatever.
All right.
Art's gonna go first this time.
All right, so
You got the time?
Go.
You want to do that one?
Damn.
yeah.
He said,
Okay.
yeah.
Ready?
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 You get to your mic.
Ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so this is the Star Wars.
Oh, I don't even watch Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Well then, when you try to like purposely put something into its place, you use.
Force.
Oh, you got it. Dang it. I got too happy.
Oh shoot! This was. Okay, so this is not a spoon or fork.
Knife.
Nope.
Oh, their fork is in there.
Dang, that cancels it out.
This is a action film.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Does it say film on there?
It does. All right.
You gotta pay attention, Jason. Come
It's
on.
the Modelo. What the hell?
I
Why'd you
know.
switch it
I
up?
don't know. Okay. This is a great actor
Oh,
in a lot of movies.
Time.
who was it?
Tom
Tom
Hanks.
Hanks.
Yes.
I'm more of a guesser. Not so much a clue giver.
All right.
Oh, man.
Dang, they can tie it up here.
Wait, hold. You have all the cards, right?
All right.
All right, ready? Watch
Hold
the time
on.
too, Art, because
Make sure you get that buzzer ready.
I mean, you get
I
one.
know.
You get one. You get one. You want to pass it?
Okay, not when you
You
have
wanna go?
glasses and he could probably see that.
What?
Ready? Ready?
Wait, hold on. Let me show Art. You know the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
When you're doing home activities,
Home activities
outside, you're
outside.
holding,
Sweeping?
you're trying to move
No.
dirt into something.
You're digging? You're
that
gardening?
rolls.
What
rolls
rolls?
to move dirt?
I already know what that is.
Wheelbarrow.
I know what
Yes.
that is.
Yeah. Okay, keep going.
You're a guesser.
Oh shoot! When you are on your PC
Uh-huh.
and it's the main.
You're
the
you're
main-
programming? You're
No, it's the main place when you open up your browser. What is that
main
called?
place when you open up your browser, your
Oh.
desktop?
So you open up. You're going on the.
You're on the right track, bro.
Yeah, you're on the right track, Ryan.
Desktop.
You open up. You open up the. You
Just around that. Like,
yeah, you open it up. You,
Okay.
you click on it,
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
and what is that? What is that first?
I already know what that is.
Called
Wait, what?
when it pops up. What is that first thing called? It's
A window?
2,
No.
Yep,
3.
yep, you're
Wait,
close.
wait.
No, I don't know what the
your homepage.
I was gonna say homepage.
I couldn't say web internet. Domain,
Oh.
so I was trying to.
Yeah, see, I didn't know the context was internet. That was just like you're browsing on your computer. Like
Yeah?
you didn't
We got
say
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
Good
Okay.
job, guys.
All right.
Second round.
So, one more round?
Yeah,
All
we'll go
right.
3 rounds.
Oh, 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait. You got the timer ready?
Okay.
Let me get ready.
As he takes a sip of Modelo.
All right. You are getting pulled over. You're asked to get out of the car because you are
Drunk.
under.
The influence.
You are under.
The speed limit.
No. The
I said the word.
Wait, you said it?
No.
Yes, you did.
Go to the next one. Go to the next one.
Oh.
Next one. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. It is. Oof. It's brown. It hops on its 2 legs.
Kangaroo.
Man, I've said hop.
she said
Where's the buzzer, Ryan?
I could because she was covering it.
Okay, perfect. So when we have the Del Mar Fair,
Grounds.
what is it called? That whole spiel, that whole thing.
San Diego County Fair.
But what is it?
It's a
I know this.
carnival.
Yes.
There you go. That's one.
Oh,
Keep
shoot.
that.
Okay.
Time.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the
Oh,
time. Yeah.
damn.
Damn.
Time goes fast, man.
Yeah.
That was a tough
We got
round.
time.
So this is the one.
So, Brian, you're up.
God. All right. We already know how this is gonna go.
We got one last time, right? Or no?
No.
Yeah, we did, right?
All right. Let me see what I got.
Okay.
You guys got one.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Dude, come on.
All right, ready?
I can't say. Okay. All right.
Ready?
Yeah,
No, I can't. I can't say that.
I know.
Oh
but
no. I was.
You
gonna
can use
say
the
that.
context for that.
Oh, she's up and out. Cool.
Ready?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Set. Go.
It's with a bat.
Baseball.
Okay. You're on the right track.
Park. Baseball park. Stadium.
You can knock it out of
Sports.
the park.
Home run.
No, other a home run, but I said the word.
Hit.
God
Damn it, Brian.
It was Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I repeated.
We get
what he said.
excited. We get
Yeah,
excited.
yeah,
We get
yeah,
excited. Golly.
All right. Insurance. This is a type of thing that happens with insurance a lot.
Accident.
No, not accident, but
Claim.
it's false. Oh,
Fraud.
yeah, there you go. Got it. That's one.
Oh,
Okay,
good,
let's
okay.
go. That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
This one. This is a person that takes your automobile.
Mhm.
Tow truck.
No.
Tow-
It takes your automobile and puts it into a spot of, because I can't say what you do with the automobile.
Oh, valet.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
oh,
He got it,
okay,
he got it,
you'll
he
give
got
me
it.
that one.
He got it.
Okay.
Time's up. I was trying to guess it too. I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a professional that you talk to.
Therapist.
Nope.
Psychiatrist.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
dang.
No, just keep going. Just keep going.
Keep
Forget
going,
about
keep
it.
going. We'll get it.
Okay, so this is
What?
good for the I could say like a different type of like
You
it's,
can't. Just not that
like
word
this
or
is good.
anything in
This
it.
is good for the environment.
Okay.
No, you can't say anything in it.
But it's not the word.
It's not the
No,
word.
you can't.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
Biodegradable was the word.
All right. So
Okay,
you do this
Time is
in like a
ticking.
lake,
Swim. Fish.
but it's very risque.
Dive.
And you probably don't do it with too many people because
Time.
you're very vulnerable.
What is it?
Is it skinny dipping?
Oh my God.
Ah, skinny dip. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
You ready?
It's Taboo.
We're
1,
gonna be on the same vibe,
2,
Ryan.
3.
That's
Go.
not gonna happen.
We don't have me and you don't have on top of our.
Oh, hair.
So people that do have hair, you already said it.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going, keep
So
going.
people that
Yeah.
do have hair,
Yeah.
they get this on top of it.
Dandruff.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
Ooh.
Come on, let's go.
So let's see. This is
Keep an eye on
where
time.
is that? Okay. So this is where
This is where
scary things.
haunted house.
Haunted.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
Man, all the,
this is
the
where you-
rules change. It sounds like.
Keep going. Keep going.
So North County Fair is
A mall.
Yes. This is when you have your partner and they leave a
Present. I don't know.
on your
On your bed?
Body.
On your body.
whoa,
Wait,
whoa,
your
whoa.
lover lays a present on your body.
It's like
Time.
a spot. Dang
Time,
it,
yeah.
it's a hickey.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know how to say it without saying the rest of the
Yeah.
You could have just said a hater mark.
hater mark.
hater mark.
Was Love Bite on there?
No. Last round.
Last
Okay.
round.
Last
Third
round.
third
All right, shoot.
So this person has fangs.
Vampire.
Dang.
All right.
You're
all
such a
right,
guesser.
all
Oh,
right. Where's the correct one?
so this person, you go to these shows.
Magic.
Yeah, okay, but along the line of shows.
Circus.
But everyone is
Musical.
okay. We're doing that. Whatever they're doing.
Podcast.
Oh
Spectating.
no. Okay.
Watching.
Okay. So if I say this, your reaction would be to
Laugh.
okay. But what am I saying?
Joke. Comedy.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that was good.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good one.
I don't even
Time.
know what this is.
Time.
Yeah.
You know, it's a gambling game.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Here, put it
that,
back.
that joke part was really
I was
rough.
gonna say comedy show.
Yeah.
That was because I couldn't say comedy or laugh.
Oh.
Yeah. That was on
I
there.
think it goes to Brian.
Oh, is it me? Oh, all right. Well, we're getting no points this round. All right.
Ready?
Hold on. Let me draw.
We're doing a really good job of not saying the words though.
Oh, okay. Okay. Ready?
Dang.
Yeah.
Ready?
Ready?
Okay.
Set. Go.
Garfield.
Cat.
What
Cartoon.
does he consume?
Oh, lasagna.
There you go.
Got it.
I don't even know.
You're not gonna know this.
Yes.
Say it. Think of
he's-
it first.
He's not gonna know.
Brain power.
He's not gonna
Just get the
know.
new one.
I'll just get
No, just do it.
You're not gonna know
What
it.
was it?
Jesse Jackson.
Oh, Reverend. Oh, is Reverend on there? Okay.
This
I don't know
is
pop culture.
this is things that you can do at a casino.
Gamble.
Okay.
Bet.
Okay. Yeah, you bet on this. You can gamble at this. It involves this thing that I'm holding.
Cards.
Cards. Yes, it
Poker.
involves cards.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. Good.
good.
Okay, now that I know you can, once you say the word, I can say it. Okay. All right.
I love that.
This is something that you can consume. You can eat it in the morning.
Breakfast.
Okay. Nope.
Toast.
Another version of toast. It's
Yeah,
it was,
Yeah, what was it?
it was a bagel.
Damn it.
Yeah. I was getting there.
Is Locks on there too?
Locks.
Locks is on there.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
about
Yeah,
New York.
How
Is
about,
New York
uh,
on there?
Yeah.
How about? Oh, breakfast is on.
Oh,
there?
I could have done Einstein's
Yeah.
or something
Oh,
like
on
that.
site. Oh, dang
Sorry,
it.
name
Good job,
them.
Or
guys.
Bruegels.
I'm surprised-
Bruegels.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, this is.
I think we won.
Just the consensus here.
Wait, you went?
Yeah.
Yeah, those three.
And then
three
we go.
rounds.
Yeah.
We're last.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought like 3 cycles. Never mind.
No, that is 3 cycles.
Wait a minute.
Oh, we're the last.
Yeah, this is the last of the
Go.
cycle. What are you smoking, Art?
I don't
Jeez.
know, man.
That Modelo's hitting you hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I haven't had any breakfast this morning.
Damn.
I always tell you guys to eat, dude.
But
Yeah, we're not morning people.
either eat or be more on time.
It's one.
Choose one. Choose one.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
wait.
easy.
You know what?
Come on.
All right, maybe.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. We're next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You gotta get ready. Yeah.
Sorry, what do you mean?
This is the last
Okay,
one.
go.
This is a fast food.
McDonald's.
French
French fries. Burgers. Ketchup. Mustard.
More like pollo,
Oh, El Pollo Loco?
but like American.
What?
Church's Chicken?
Oh.
More North.
Chicken
County.
nuggets.
More North County.
Is it a restaurant?
It's chicken. Yeah, you said chicken.
Yeah, you
so
said chicken.
It's chicken.
Yeah, you can say the word.
Fried chicken.
Okay.
It's a fried chicken place.
Popeyes.
It's the mascot of it. He's like an old guy,
Oh, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
but like his name.
The Colonel? I
and
don't
his
even
last
know
name.
his name.
Oh, you don't know the
Colonel.
Colonel?
Colonel.
Fast.
Oh shit.
Or
What
you
was it?
Colonel Sanders.
Okay.
Oh,
Colonel
I didn't
Sanders.
know.
You've never known the Colonel's last name? Oh, Colonel Sanders, man.
Oh,
Oh,
shoot.
that's easy.
You help.
Time.
What?
But okay, describe it anyways. I just want to know.
Oh.
Yeah.
So this is when things hurt. It's like a heart blank when you
Heartbreak.
break up with somebody.
Heartbreak,
Close.
brokenhearted,
But it like hurts.
sad. Is it an emotion?
No, it's like a feeling.
Feeling.
And sometimes this happens to like your ankle
Sprained heart.
or
Broken,
if you like-
sprained, torn?
I don't know how you describe this.
It's like.
How would you describe it, Jason?
Yeah,
I
go
mean,
ahead,
you
Jason.
can't say. Let's see. You said hurt, right? So
Yeah, you could say hurt.
when you take Tylenol,
Uh-huh.
It's like
you
it
have
feels
a
so-
certain hurt for
A
your
headache?
Heartache.
Heartache?
second part.
Ache.
Ache.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the one with...
That's the one I had. What the hell?
All right, last one,
All right,
last
last
one.
Crazy. I got you, Brian, right here.
All right.
He can't wait to hit the buzzer. Look at him.
Yep.
Okay, go. Person that is in office.
Okay. Supervisor,
No,
manager.
office, big office. I'm talking about Washington, D.C.
Oh, president?
A famous
Senator?
president
Okay, famous
for
president.
scandalous activities.
Nixon or Bill Clinton?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn, Billy was out there.
Bill
doing some
Clinton?
things.
Yeah.
This
Willie
is
Clinton.
when you backhand someone.
When you slap them?
Another word for slap. It's-
Smack?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn.
Let's see. What's the one movie we watched? Sandlot.
Okay.
They bought the baseball out of a what's the old term for like CVS?
General store?
No.
No.
What's another term?
Like a
Dealer.
CVS, a
First
dealer?
word dealer.
A dealer?
Blank dealer.
A drug dealer? Drugstore.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Man.
When you get
Time.
oh, dang it.
So you're paying attention. I'm so
Yeah, I
I'm
could
like,
have
dang,
kept
that
going.
was
I
pretty
could have
good.
gone. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
do we need to count it up or we all won that? game?
We all win.
We all won.
I don't know.
Okay, they won. Guess what?
Here's the ones that
Honestly,
we
I feel
won.
like you kind of came close.
Well, I mean, there was
So,
a big streak.
what
when you
did we
just kept saying
learn?
that.
Some are guessers.
Yeah,
Some of us are guessers.
Yeah.
And some of us are describers.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think the biggest thing is it comes down to communication, how we communicate on a
Oh, for
day to
sure.
day.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that happens in the workplace too, or even in text where we kind of miscommunicate or
Yeah.
we perceive it a certain way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, for sure.
can't say things.
yeah.
Sometimes
All
you just
right.
gotta
I
take a
forgot how
guess.
fun that game is.
When's the last time you guys played that game?
I don't know.
Not for a
Dude, I
while.
don't
Wait a
even-
minute. It was probably at a Coachella.
Coachella.
Y'all had time?
What? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you had time to play
In the
Taboo?
daytime.
Okay,
All
I've
right.
never been to Coachella.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought you said playing Taboo.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's just not a big deal.
It's cool. I'm like one and done for. All right, Q&As.
Cool.
Let's answer some Q&As from the community. So these are questions that we put out there. Or I mean, we put a Q&A out there for you to ask Drea.
This first question is from DM Maximoff.
Hey, Dan.
What's up, Dan? Do you see your fellow friends, coworkers who are MUA
Makeup artists.
makeup artists as competition, or to help each other expand your networks and clientele?
So I am a firm believer that there's, although the the industry is saturated, there's enough business to go around. Always, because there's always a particular style for somebody. Because makeup is subjective. What I think might look good on you, you may not think that, right? And so at the end of the day, I feel like I can always refer somebody out with somebody with a particular style. But and I also think that it comes back tenfold, because I'm able to support my fellow makeup artists. I don't necessarily feel that it's competition, but I do like to just, network and just help others as well. So I think that for sure, just referring people out.
No beef out there?
No beef.
No beef?
Got all love for
That's always good to
everybody.
hear. Yeah.
Next question is from Miss Nadine. What's the biggest lesson you learned being a business owner?
Well, there's always something you can learn.
But the biggest one.
I think to reinvent yourself.
Okay.
I think that, as you guys know, like styles are either coming back or new things are coming around, right? And so I think you have to keep up with what's out there and not necessarily make yourself relevant, but still take part in the educational part of the business. Like if makeup style is changing to fit a particular population, then why not learn that too? But still incorporate your little flair or touch or whatever, right? Yeah.
So when you talk about like styles, what kind of styles are there for makeup? Is there a certain word attached to it?
Yeah, well, I have makeup artist friends that are really they are geared more towards, or they're styled more towards like what is it? Glam.
Got it.
So it's like the dramatic eye, heavy contour, the big lashes, all the things. Then you have softer glam, which I feel like my style incorporates. I still want my, brides or clients to still look like themselves. Minimal makeup. I mean, you'll still see the makeup, but it'll still just enhance your natural features.
Have you ever had a client ask to like, hey, can you make me like Kim Kardashian, or like give a celebrity name?
Yeah, I get those where it's like, can you do... they're like,
They show you examples, right?
Okay, and I love my Filipino culture. Listen, let me just say this. Let me say this. And I think it needs to be said, though, for reals.
Okay.
I love my culture. Okay, so I'm half Filipino, half Mexican.
Sure.
Oh,
And
I did not know that.
Yeah. My mom is Mexican, my dad's Filipino.
Okay.
But I feel like, especially Filipinos, we, from a young, I don't know if you guys experience this, but when you're, as a young child, you grow up and they're just like, we're notorious for like, oh, did you gain weight? Or your nose or your skin color, whatever it is, right? One of the things I get is like, oh, can you contour my nose or, make it more defined? While we, like with makeup, right? We can create dimension, we can create depth, right? But the reality is like, I still, me personally, can create a look that enhances your beauty with the features you've already got, right? So I get I don't want the wrinkles, I want X, Y, and Z. We can create those things, right? Yeah. But at the end of the day, those are things that you're born with.
Yeah. Or you have it.
That you have, right? And then why not play it up, right? But I get it that, confidence is a thing that has to be kind of learned, because it's not innate for everybody, right? But yeah, so it's hard sometimes because I see the beauty in a lot of things, and sometimes people don't see that in themselves, and I have to remind them like, hey,
that's good.
Yeah, I get that being a photographer. It's just I'm
get
torn.
The angle, get the angle, take the double chin.
Well, it's like I get torn because it's like I want to present them as their best selves, but at the same time, I don't want to make it so it's not completely them.
Right.
But if they pay me enough,
Right. No, for sure. At the end of the day, it's like, who I take the biggest. So when I do a trial for a bride, obviously your girlfriends are going to be like, oh, girl, you look bomb. All things, right?
They're there to gas you up.
So while I appreciate the homegirls, right? Yeah. The first question that I ask the bride is, what did your fiance say about your makeup?
Ah, okay.
Because this is the guy that's got to see you without makeup.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I want him to be like, my wife looks bomb with or without, which it's going to be that way, right? But yeah, I get some outlandish requests sometimes, and I still do them because that's what they want. Essentially, it's what the client wants. But sometimes I'm like, you're beautiful without it, kind of deal. Yeah. So
I mean, but that's what they want.
That's what they want. They're paying for it. Then this is what's going to be. You know what I mean?
Quick question.
Yeah.
Have you ever done like Halloween or costume type of makeup?
I only did it once, and it was for my husband one year.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm not very
Here's the
artsy like
picture.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not very artsy like that. I
Okay.
literally had to do like a step-by-step tutorial, but
Okay.
yeah, for all those things, I mean, Christine or somebody else.
Oh,
but
they can do that.
Yeah, they
Like Beetlejuice or
Yeah, they can do that.
Frankenstein
I
or-
can't.
Prosthetics.
Wow.
And special
Okay.
effects. Yeah.
I can't. Yeah,
Part of my
I'm a one-trick pony.
Okay.
That's nothing wrong with that. It's not really,
Yeah, no.
It's not a one-trick pony. You're a specialist.
Yeah,
Right,
specialist.
there you
There
go.
you go.
There you
Yeah,
go. That's
yeah,
a nice
yeah.
word.
Next one comes from Jessica Ramos
Oh, okay.
09.
I could do the second one.
That's
Okay.
my homegirl.
What's one key lesson that shaped how you balance work, motherhood, and business?
Ooh. She went deep on that.
One. She said one.
Yeah, lack of sleep.
Oh, lack of
That's a
sleep.
key lesson.
I
That's a
mean,
key lesson.
sleep.
Don't learn to sleep. Yeah.
Just, I mean, catnap throughout the day. I don't know.
Sleep when you can, kind of thing.
Really, that's
Lunch
what
break?
that is.
Do you sleep on your lunch breaks?
I used to, but I noticed that I'm much more. It wears
Groggy?
off.
Oh, it throws off everything.
Oh,
Okay.
got it. Okay.
I don't even want to tell you what our break is because it'll give it away of where I work. So
Okay.
I'm
Oh,
not
wow.
even
All
bothering.
right. Oh, didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Second one from Jessica.
Yeah.
She asks, "What drives you at your core, and what would you say your ultimate goal in life is?"
Dang.
She went real deep.
I know.
I know. Jessica always does that.
Okay.
Yeah. My family, my kids, just they drive me to my core because obviously, like everything I do, they're at the, forefront of everything. And my ultimate goal in life really is just to, just enjoy
Nice.
life
Yeah.
because, again, it's you're not promised tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anything can be taken in a matter of seconds. And so I think my ultimate goal in life is just to enjoy the fruits of my labor with my family. So
Yeah. Just live life, basically, right?
pretty much no regrets.
This next question is from Dining with Christine.
Hey, Christine.
Your makeup looks are so beautiful. What is your inspiration for the looks you create?
Oh, thank you for that. The canvas in front of me, right? Because every eye shape is different, features are different. And so I usually try to bring out their most prominent features. I like to kind of enhance those and bring those forward.
So you're saying that your client is your muse.
So if
Yes.
you were to look at us three,
Bruh,
what are our most prominent
Wow.
features?
I played the fifth.
My eyes.
Put some lashes on you.
Dude, I don't know how you do lashes, man. They're itchy, man.
You've
Yeah.
done lashes, Brian?
Look, I made fun of I think one of my models before, and I was like, "Hey, man, wearing makeup can't be that hard." And then
Yeah.
they put it on me, dude. It is
Look like the Joker.
No, they gave me full glam and everything. So they had
Yeah.
the thick eyelashes with the eyelash glue. That stuff is itchy, man.
Yeah, it's just, it's
Yeah,
getting
but-
used to for sure.
You have pictures?
No, I'm not showing those ever. They're not seeing the light of day. But yeah, they did everything up, whatever the contour and the
Okay, damn. Okay.
things.
You got
Because
the-
I wanted to see how it was. I was
Yeah.
like,
You got the
how
glam.
hard is it? Yeah.
You got the dodge and burn.
The real life dodging,
Real
right,
life.
for sure. But yeah, the eyelash glue with the fake eyelash, especially with the fake eyelashes, you have to keep your eyes open.
Yeah, yeah, because if you keep them closed when we put the lashes on you, your eye will be
Close.
shut. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Well, no. Even after it's on, you have to really work to keep your eyelids open because that thing's your eyelids
Tacky.
your eyelids aren't used to lifting things.
for sure.
So
for sure.
little
Well, it
yeah.
also depends too on the
Yeah.
lash because
These were the big ones.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
why.
see?
Yeah.
I'm,
So you're like,
Yeah.
I'm very particular about a lash for sure.
Yeah, no, I
not
get it.
every lash is meant for everybody's.
No,
eye
for sure,
shape,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? And
I just wanted to see how it was because I think during the shoot I was like, "Can you keep your eyes?" Because she was her eyes were really squinty and stuff.
Yeah.
You can keep
I
your
mean,
eyes
her
open.
eyelashes were too heavy.
That's what I was saying. I was like, yeah. And then I was like, this is heavy. It's how do you do it? It's no, you just gotta really force them open.
Dang, that's
Okay, actually, I have a question regarding photography. So,
Yeah, what's up?
do you guys prefer to shoot? So, back in the day, I used to always think, oh, it's better to shoot in the daylight because there's more daylight. But I've known since getting into the makeup industry and just timing and whatnot,
Sure.
you guys actually prefer when the sun's about to go down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that?
So the reason why is for that is that we can control the light. We don't have to work for something else that we can't control.
Oh,
So if there's no light, then we can bring in our own light and we can control that.
okay.
So that's why also it's just generally a lot more flattering for people because that's why golden hour is a thing.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I hear about
Yeah,
that.
because it's nicer because if you ever next time you're out and about
Yeah.
and you're in the around Let's see. What is it? What does it get dark?
Four?
Like 4 or 5? Like 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Like around like 4 or 5, like an hour before that, before sunset. Just like look around and like look at people and then compare it like in the day. Right.
Okay.
So
Good to know.
yeah.
And I think that's like on the time
It's like
where
having a flashlight on somebody, and then just you know what I mean? Like
yeah. Or like
It's-
have you ever like taken selfies and stuff
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, this lighting's not
Flashes.
great, you know?
Right.
That's it's
I like
same
the golden
thing.
hour lighting. I
Yeah,
will say that
yeah.
because I think that it's a lot warmer toned.
yes,
So I mean, I just
It's warmer, it's softer, it's all
Yeah.
diffused.
the light's harsher on the skin.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes
So
sense.
that's why we prefer it like to be either little to no light because we can either control it or it's like fine as it's like nice ambient light, whatever.
Okay.
Because noon is like bright, right?
Ain't nobody want to be out in.
Yeah.
you know, with those
Yeah,
shadows and
no,
stuff.
you'd be surprised. I get some like clients are like, let's do this. I was like, we can't do it that time. It's like, no, but this is the only time we got. It's like, all right, well, I got to make this work now.
Yeah, and see, we have to
Stick them under a tree.
See,
Yeah,
But yeah,
shade is your best friend.
Yeah.
business. It's like you really have to adapt and pivot
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
it's like sometimes you just gotta fake it till you make it.
Right. Yeah, you just dealt the cards you're dealt, and you got to play that hand no matter how good it is.
There you go.
Yeah. Next question from Christine. Christine.
Restrain.
How did you get into your makeup artistry? Do you have any favorite brands? Haha, asking for a friend. LMAO, asking for myself.
Three laughing emojis. Yeah, so I got into the makeup industry as I was helping Jersey do hair for weddings. That's kind of what sparked my interest. And then favorite brands. Okay, so the tried and true OG of all foundations, I definitely love MAC for sure.
MAC, okay.
I do love Too Faced, Born This Way. I do love NARS.
Heard of Mac and Nars?
Yeah, so it depends on what it is that you are trying to achieve.
Or like different brands, they have like a different ethos on what
Yeah.
they're trying to sell to you. I
Yeah,
guess.
then you have the clean girl makeup, where now it's like they're
clean
catering.
girl makeup.
Yeah, it's like the no makeup
Hypo-
makeup. It's like
Oh.
having
No
makeup
makeup.
but no makeup, which is like you have makeup anyways, but whatever.
Putting air in
Why
your
you,
face.
why you lying to yourself?
Do you see that like some brands work with different complexions or better than others, or are they all just pretty good with
Like they have their own
Oh.
things tailored to certain complexions.
That's a good question. So up until I want to say the last maybe 2-3 years, they're being a little bit more inclusive with all the complexions and shades.
Right.
Because I know some brands weren't carrying the darker, deeper tones.
Right.
But now we're seeing that, which is, Fenty being one of them.
Fenty, yeah.
And so, and I think that's a good thing because it's like not everyone is the same undertone or complexion or color or whatever may be the case, right? And so it's important to cater to everybody's skin tone because at the end of the day, it's like makeup should be a one size, not necessarily one size fits all, but
For everyone.
for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is from.
That's a long
I know it's his full name.
Jonathan
Jonathan
Robert
Robert Max Lust and
Dalupan.
Yeah. What are the 3 pet peeves of yours when dealing with clients?
So one, I don't give my clients a mirror.
Oh.
No, you guys, that's a 101. So anybody that's trying to get into makeup, you're trying to get into the industry, don't give your client a mirror.
And
Because-
why is that? Yeah.
And the reason why is because they're looking at every step along the way. And it's like, let me finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they
And
don't see the vision, right?
Yeah. So
okay.
let me just tell you, the process in itself isn't glamorous, right? Because you're literally applying a bunch of stuff at different times. So you're going to look a little crazy to begin with until it's all blended out. So I don't give the mirror for the simple fact that every 5 seconds, it's like this.
Yeah.
Can you do this? Can you do this? And I'm like, hold on, let me finish.
Oh, they're like backseat driving kind of thing.
Yeah, and I'm like, let me
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah.
And then when I'm done, here's the mirror. You can let me know what adjustments you want. Right. And that's kind of why along the lines I like to go light-handed first because it's harder to take away when you've gone heavy-handed
Yeah.
than it is for you to just add. Because now you're just adding more depth or color or whatever it is, right?
Right.
So that's my first pet
That's
peeve.
one. Yeah. No mirror. Yeah.
Yeah. My second one is unrealistic expectations. I'm not your plastic surgeon. I'm just here to put makeup on your face.
I feel that.
And that's just how it's going to be. And then the third one
I feel that
is
second one so much.
like questioning me about my rates.
Uh,
So here's my thing.
Okay.
And this is like how it is for my friends too. If my friends charge $200 for something.
Right.
That is what my friends charge, and I will pay that for my friends.
Oh, they'll compare
Sure.
the rates.
Right. And so don't sit here and ask me, well, why are your bridal rates this?
Yeah.
Why do I have to tell you? It's time, experience. It's me waking up at a certain time to take all my crap and bring it to you, set it up, break it down, bring it out.
Yep.
Like, you know, so I hate the whole like kind of like nickel and dime. Like, I'm not going to do that kind of deal, you know? And it's either, unfortunately, you book or you don't, and that's fine because somebody else will come along, or I have somebody for you within your price budget.
Right.
I will always refer out, whether it be price budget, style, whatever it may be. But yeah, and it's like, or your friends will sometimes ask for a discount. But my friends know better.
Yeah.
No, and so, you know, unless I want to do it, that's on me. But like at the end of the day, I'm not going to question if you're providing photography and we've been homies for 20 years.
Right.
If you're going to charge me $200, I'm going to pay the $200 because that's your bread and butter. That's what's putting whatever food on the table for your family.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are my three things. That's all I gotta say.
So it's what was it? First one was no mirror.
No mirror.
Second one was
I'm not a plastic surgeon.
Not a plastic surgeon.
And then
And third was no.
Don't ask
Don't
me
question my
about my
rates.
prices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My rates are my rates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think it's like something you have to kind of stand your ground on sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and there's a possibility you won't book the client, and that's completely fine.
That's
But
fine. Yeah.
at
Find
the-
someone else.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's okay because there's enough business to go around. The beauty industry, the wedding industry is booming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
After COVID, everybody
Yeah.
rescheduled their weddings, and let me tell you, when it was busy,
Ooh.
it was so busy.
Oh yeah. 2023 was like my
And it's
busiest
wild
year.
right now, and I feel like even booking venues,
Oh yeah. Especially venues.
like weddings now are like in the hundreds.
Oh yeah.
Who is spending that type of money?
Like $100?
No, I'm talking about the thousands.
6 digits, my guy.
Oh my
6
god!
digits. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the premium places. Yeah.
Do you do makeup for funerals too? Is that a different type of artist?
I think that's a mortician.
They actually do. Okay.
Yeah.
There's like a mortician.
Some pretty
makeup
good
person,
ones though.
Yeah, I don't know that okay. So one thing about me too. So going back to nursing real quick, when a patient dies,
Yeah.
the primary nurse, right, will be the one to clean up the patient, put them in a bag and send them off, right?
Right.
But me, I always grab like a colleague or a resource nurse or an NA to help me. I do not like to do post-mortem care by myself.
Oh, okay.
Oh, why is that?
So I couldn't be a mortician, even if I had the skill set. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's a mind thing where it's like, okay, they were just here
Yeah.
Now they're
5 minutes
gone.
ago, now they're gone. And then, you know, sometimes too, it's like one of my girlfriends was mentioning a story where she was doing postmortem care on night shift. And she went to pick up, like, just to kind of wrap her her hand behind that patient's head.
Oh shit.
And he let out a sigh.
Oh,
Wait,
death side.
And she was freaking out.
Afterwards.
Yeah. But it could have been due to like all the gases or whatever it may be, right? And so I was like, that's not gonna
He's like,
I'm like, heck no. So I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I mean, that's a good thing because then you have someone else who are like, you heard that too, right?
Right. So it's trauma bonding together.
Right,
Right. It's like,
yeah.
hey, can you help me right here real quick? Because
Yeah.
and then I try to get it done as quickly as possible.
Of
'cause
course.
Obviously, I got the next patient, but also I was like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to linger with that. Yeah, that's a dead
I have
body.
some coworkers that love to do it by themselves. They play music and they're like in there. It's a therapeutic outlet for them. And I'm like,
Okay.
going.
It takes a certain kind of person. I
Yeah,
guess, right?
for reals. I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I feel that though.
all right, guest plug. Where can our community members find you? Social media handles, website,
For your makeup, not your nursing, I guess.
or
Yeah.
she's not a private practitioner.
No. Instagram. I only have an IG.
Okay, no,
It's,
that's fine.
Drea X Makeup.
So DREA and then
X Makeup.
okay. So no spaces, no underscores.
spaces, no
Okay.
underscores.
We'll put it right there as
Okay.
well too.
Okay.
Shout outs, any shout outs, recognition?
Well, shout out to you guys for
Ah.
having me. It was a good time.
Yeah, thanks for being here
I know
today
it-
on New Year's Day.
I know.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm glad I'm not sick. That was
Me
pretty
too.
bad that day.
Shut up, Art.
Hey, at least you made it.
Yeah. Well, at least you're not that sick.
Yeah.
Not like Andrea was.
Yeah, that wasn't good. You wouldn't have had me on this mic. Yeah.
Just sterilize it.
I sanitize all the stuff afterwards,
Okay.
anyways.
Do you
Definitely
really?
shout
I
out
do.
to my fam. family for sure.
Are they gonna watch it this episode?
Yeah, my kids are always like, "Can we?"
No
we watch
way.
it?"
Oh no.
I mean, there wasn't anything that I didn't
No,
say.
no, no.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my coworkers will probably tune in too. So
That's
shout
cool.
out to
All
them.
right, there we
Yeah.
go.
Any special shout outs to certain coworkers? Or is this too many to name? You don't want to leave anyone out.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll leave
because
it at
then
that.
it gets,
just to be
you know what I'm
safe.
saying?
Like if you say one, you're like, why didn't you say me?
Yeah.
Get the side eye.
So just do the blanket. Just do the blanket one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of them.
And
Okay.
then I guess anyone that's brought me up. So like I mentioned, I give a shout out to Christine. She really helped me just kind of navigate the industry, and Jersey as well, because she was doing weddings. I was out there, you know, helping her do those.
Cool.
And then my city, National City.
Natty
Where
City.
I'm from. Boop, boop, Nasty City.
Last upcoming projects or events that you're
That I'm doing.
looking forward to.
Yeah.
Any weddings coming up for you this year?
No, so I'm trying to get back into the groove of like, because since I started working, it's been hard to do weddings because my kids have games on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I work every other weekend. So that's kind of hard. But I do set a goal to try to at least do a wedding quarterly.
Okay.
Okay.
But,
Nice.
you know, I just have to refer out all the time because before I started nursing, I was like working Fridays, Saturdays.
Oh.
And it was nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we can do a wedding sometime.
If you want to book her, hit her up. All right, last call. Thank you. Shout outs, anything you guys want to plug, upcoming events, pod encounters from friends and family.
Nothing much. It's a new year, so it's kind of like everyone's kind of like still in vacation mode kind of thing. So I don't got anything coming up until like Sunday.
Are you guys thinking about your future like guest? Like who do you
That's all.
Oh
this
yeah,
guy.
I have a list that I rotate
wanna-
through. I plan for this year, so I have 2025 all set up.
Oh wow.
It's just like when I gotta kind of pivot and
Availabilities.
adjust because
Yeah.
like if we need to move schedules, I don't
Or
want to
people
give
get sick.
everyone, you
Right.
know, but I give them a heads up at least what, a month or two in
Yeah.
advance. Just to give us, you know, something. Outside of that, I would say shout out to YUSA. We're going on our first. We're not actually YUSA. YMCA. We're actually going to our first international conference in Canada.
Oh
Wow.
wow,
Canada's
that's
a great
nice.
place.
Yeah,
I
we're-
like Canada.
East or
a lot.
west? East or west?
We're right where the Toronto Raptors
Okay,
play.
Toronto.
So
Oh,
downtown.
Okay, so you're west. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone
Good-
has
good city.
Rex? Let me know.
Oh, you got to get some poutine.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
about you, Art?
I mean, nothing in particular. I mean, it was a good 2024. Excited to do same but different things in 25. Just keep living.
Yeah.
And thank you for everyone watching. Can't forget my wife, right?
Yeah. I was about to say. I was like, you're forgetting
Executive
someone.
producer. She because I missed this portion here, but
Right.
she like texted me right away. Don't forget your waiver. So
Aw.
sign the
Yeah.
waiver.
One of
Anyways,
those best.
It's a great
Yeah.
sharing New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Happy
guys,
New
happy
Year.
New Year.
Happy New Year's. Happy 2025.
To a fruitful
2025.
2025. Well, thank you for hanging out with us. I'm brewpac.shakur.
This is Art.
Brian.
Andrea.
Peace.